everyone! I'm really excited about today's video because it is my first Christmas video of the season. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a tabletop Christmas tree out of artificial succulents. Now you could modify this to use real succulents. I, however, have already proven that I cannot be trusted to keep real plants alive, so I stick with the fake kind. But before we get started, hi, my name is Catherine for those of you that don't already know me, and I love to make videos on decorating for the holidays. I also like to make videos on fashion and beauty. So if you like any or all of those topics, then I hope you'll consider subscribing. Also, leave me a comment down below and let me know where you're watching from. I think it's really fun to find out where all over the world my viewers are located, and I'll be sure to say hi back down in the comments below. So now, let's go ahead and get started with the supplies that we're going to need. The first item is cone-shaped floral foam. You could use another shape, but I want this to look like a Christmas tree, so obviously the cone makes the most sense. Keep in mind that the size cone you get will influence how many succulents you need. This one is 18 inches tall with a diameter of 4.75 inches. Next, we're going to need the artificial succulents, and a lot of them. This is about 100, and this is how many I've estimated I need for this project. This is actually 6 different total bundles with 4 different types of bundles, with 2 of them that I purchased 2 times each. And then I did purchase 2 extra sets of succulents just in case I don't have enough, but I'm hoping not to have to dip into these so I can return these. And then I've got a couple of pairs of wire cutters here that I already own, and I'm going to use these to cut the stems from the succulents where the stems are too long. And then last is the pot that I'm going to actually put the tree in. And this is an existing pot that I have from an artificial plant that I no longer use, so I'm just going to repurpose it. The foam and artificial succulents did come from Amazon, so I'll be sure to link to those down in the description box below, along with how many of the different bundles I purchased so you know what I used exactly for this project. I know sometimes it can be kind of hard when you're buying online to judge exactly what something's going to look like in person, how good of quality it's going to be, etc. And I've actually purchased 2 of these bundles in the past for some other tabletop arrangements that I've made, so I already knew the quality of these and how well they last. Our first step is going to be figuring out how we want to get the floral foam affixed in the pot. Luckily, I knew when I was purchasing this that I was going to use this pot, so that's actually how I chose this size, was I knew it would fit in here. But it didn't fit in here perfectly, so basically what I did is I just took my pliers or my wire cutters and just shaved along the rim of this until I could just get this to squeeze in just so. But if you're using a pot that's a different size than the base of your foam, then maybe you want to do something like purchase an additional piece of floral foam that you can stick in the base and then use something like a skewer to attach the 2 together. So the next step is actually going to be the main step of the project, and that is to place the succulents around and up the floral foam to create the tree. I don't think this is going to be hard, but I do think it's going to be better if I do some pre-planning and give this some thought. I mentioned earlier that I tried to estimate how many succulents I thought I would need, so I actually used some math to try to figure that out, so it'll be interesting to see how close I was. But even as I was estimating, I was keeping some design principles in mind, and then I used those when I was actually picking out the bundles that I bought. Those include that I was looking for bundles that gave me a good mix of size of succulents. So I have some bigger succulents, I have some more medium-sized succulents, and then I even have some smaller succulents. So I want to make sure that I'm interspersing these sizes throughout with the general principle that I want to keep some of the bigger, more visually weighty ones down towards the bottom. Although I will have some as I work my way up. Another principle that I was keeping in mind was thinking through the different types of succulents that I want and the different colors, because there certainly are a lot of them out there. And with the bundles that I chose, even though they may have been from different sellers and supposedly different manufacturers, you really do see some very common types of succulents throughout. So I didn't want to have just 100 different types of succulents. I did want to have some conformity, but I want to make sure that that conformity is spread a little bit throughout the actual design and not have all of one type clumped in one spot. And same for color. So most of these are green, but I do have a few succulents that have a little bit more of a purple or, getting kind of into, some red. So I'm going to make sure those intersperse. And the reason I actually wanted to find some with some color besides just green is, you know, most of the time when you have a Christmas tree, you put decorations on it in some color other than green. And so I was using those as almost my idea of what the, you know, touch of color to a tree might be. So in order to help me do this, I do want to actually kind of lay out what a design might look like just on the table, and then I can start placing the bigger ones actually in the foam and then place some of the smaller ones. So I'm going to lay these out in rows. I don't know that it's going to work out exactly to being rows up this. It's probably going to, you know, meld a little bit more than that, but that's how I'm going to get myself started. So I'm going to move this off the table, spread these out, and lay them out in rows. Now that I have everything laid out in a rough idea of how I want them to go in, I am going to start placing the bigger items. And where needed, I am going to cut off the stems so that, you know, they don't poke through too far. And then there are a few that have these thicker stems that may be a little too flimsy on their own to poke through this hard foam. So I will take my wire cutters, my smaller pair. They've got kind of a nice point at the end, and I'll do that to actually kind of almost drill the hole in to make it easier to insert those in. Pretty good start for a couple of the bottom rows, and I did go ahead and start filling in some of the smaller pieces because I just wanted to make sure that I was getting the right kind of balance. So far I'm happy with how this is turning out. So I'm just gonna keep proceeding and basically working my way bottom up, filling in maybe the bigger pieces on a couple of the rows at a time, and then coming back with some of the smaller pieces, and then doing that as I work my way up. The great thing about using floral foam and the stems to poke it in is I can pull them out and replace them in different spots as much as I want. So we'll see, I may do a little bit of that as I go, but I'm just gonna get in the groove and we'll see how it goes. of quick updates because we are nearing the top. Did want to let you know that originally I had planned to use these two pieces right here, and I'd actually started with one of them down near the bottom, but as I was working my way up, I just didn't like the way they looked. They weren't full enough, they stuck out too far, so I had pulled these out and set them to the side. Something else that I forgot to mention earlier was I did have a few pieces that I very originally didn't plan on using. There were 4 of these things and 2 of these things, and I knew when I purchased these sets that I probably wasn't going to want to use them in here because they had come in the other sets that I bought for my projects a while back. And so I remembered what they were and thought, oh, I'm not going to want to use them. So I'd put them to the side. But now as we're getting towards the top, I am running out of pieces. I only have a few pieces left. So what I have done is I have decided to go ahead and use these. So I'm going to put these in and pull some bigger pieces out that I can then repurpose up here. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is I think I'm going to cut this apart. So I've got some little bitty pieces, but then maybe even some groupings of 3. And then I'm going to stick these in, some down here, maybe some up here, but when I'm sticking them down here, it's going to allow me to take those pieces out and repurpose them up here, because I'm trying really hard not to go into those 2 additional sets that I have, because I really don't want to have to open those just for a few more pieces. So we're going to get back to it and hopefully finish it out and be done in just a minute. Well, we just barely made it, but I really had to get creative. So definitely cutting these apart really helped. And I also ended up taking some of these off and wrapping those around. And actually, that ended up being really helpful as we got to the top, because otherwise I don't know how I would have finished it off in kind of a neat, tidy looking way. So I have just a few more of these little things, and I think what I'm going to do now is just go back over, look at the tree, and fill in with these where I need to. Maybe move some other things around, pull some things out a little bit, push some things in just to get some balance. All right, here is the finished product, and I had enough, but just barely, but I am really, really pleased with how it turned out. So as I was tweaking, I was finding some voids or some spots where you could see into the foam, things that, you know, when you're up this close you don't necessarily see, but when you take a step back you do. So what I ended up doing is taking that long drapey thing and actually just cutting off little chunks and just shoving that in where I needed it. So all that stuff that I had, including those pieces that I didn't think I was going to use, this is all I have left. Go figure. But I do think my pre-planning paid off, because I was pretty close to the number of succulents that I thought I needed. And so just getting a little bit close really required some ingenuity for me to figure out how to make it stretch. Whereas if I hadn't really thought about it ahead of time, it would have been easy just to open another bag and just use that. So saved me a little bit of money, and I still think I have a great result. So there's my first Christmas video of the holiday season. I really had fun with this one, and I hope you enjoyed it too. If so, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. It is really helpful to me here on YouTube. Also, I'll have a lot more holiday content coming up over the next few weeks, so be sure to subscribe so you can check out some of my future videos. And let me know if you're thinking about trying this, or maybe have done something like this in the past. I'd love to hear your experience down in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.